and welcome. I'm Shilpa Ratnam and thank you for joining the morning news on CNN News 18. DMK moves the top court in the Freebies matter. This is a breaking news just coming in. DMK is opposing the petition against Freebies. No straitjacket formula to determine whether a particular scheme is Freebies or not, DMK says. The party says the welfare scheme for the marginalized can't be termed as freebies and that the scope of freebies is too wide. Ruling union government giving tax holidays cannot also be left untouched, is what the DMK feels. Alright, so we know that especially in the state of Tamil Nadu, of freebies and welfare schemes, that line can be blurred. Very famously in the state, sewing machines were given out as freebies. But then they proved to be a vital form of livelihood, especially when it came to the women of the state. So the political parties in Tamil Nadu especially are very bullish when it comes to freebies. And now we're joined by our legal correspondent, Ananya Bhatnagar, with more details on this. Very good morning to you, Ananya. Now, DMK to file a petition in the Supreme Court because they want to join the freebie case. They want to implead in the freebie case, of course, on the side of the freebies. So we expect they will be siding with AAP. Ananya, take us through the petitioners in this particular case.
Well, Shilpa, remember that this is the third political party that is approaching the top court with regards to the freebies matter. Remember, it was the Aadmi party first which had intervened into this particular matter. Then the Congress party through Madhya Pradesh Congress leader Jai Thakur had filed a petition. And now the DMK has moved the top court with regards to the freebies issue. But what is very, very crucial and unique to the petition that has been filed by the Dravida Muntareza Kazam is basically that it says that the scope of freebies is too wide, and in fact the loans that the central government is waiving off the industrialists, in fact, the contracts that are given to big conglomerates, and also the waivers that it offers to certain industrialists. It's basically the DMK is trying to hit out at the central government and is clearly saying that it shall also come under the scope of freebies. So this is the major point. Apart from that, they're opposing, in fact, the petition that has been filed by Ashwini Upadhyay, the Bharatiya Janata Party leader and advocate, who has, in fact, opposed freebies and has said that freebies shall not be granted. So now the DMK says that the freebies cannot be confused with social welfare scheme. And in fact, there is no one particular formula which says that a particular scheme is a freebie or not. So this is the stand of the DMK that has been put out by its intervention application that has been filed before the topmost court of the country. Remember, the matter would be heard by a bench headed by Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramana, today. And we'll have to wait and watch as to what observations the top court pass. Because remember, when the last time the matter was being heard, out of the three judges, one of the judges was not available on the bench, and hence order could not have been passed, though a very lengthy discussion had taken place over the issue of freebies, formulation of an expert body, and in fact the composition of this particular expert body. So we'll have to wait and watch as to whether an orders are passed today or we hear something from the Supreme Court giving out certain directions with regards to this particular matter, because the Chief Justice of India time and again has noted that it's a very, very serious issue, and in fact no party would be ready to debate over this because everybody wants to have, in fact, the advantage of freebies when it comes to elections. Shilpa.
Well, Ananya, the Centre and the Election Commission of India have been made respondents in the case against freebies. The Centre is not the stakeholder because the petition blames those political parties which are in power in the state. Can you take us through this technicality when it comes to the legalese?
Well, this petition was first petition. The main matter in the freebies row was basically filed by Ashwini Upadhyay as a public interest litigation, wherein he had sought that electoral promises and freebies shall be declared as unconstitutional. The next petition was then moved by the Congress party seeking an intervention into this particular matter. Later on, the Aadmi party also moved into this, and now the DMK has moved into this. So the petitioners here remain Ashwini Upadhyay, while in the respondents in the main matter remain the central government, the Election Commission of India, and other stakeholders who are in fact involved in deciding of freebies. So this is how the memo of parties go, and Congress party, Aadmi party and the DMK, who have filed intervention applications, after their intervention applications are allowed, they would be considered as interveners into this particular case. Shilpa.
Thank you very much for recapping that for us, Ananya. We'll leave it at that.